What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your man, the Trucking Trader, and today I'm going to be going over some of the cryptos that are on my watch list. Make sure y'all stay tuned. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel. It will greatly help out this channel. And I appreciate all of the people who's already subscribing and liking all of my content. So, one of the key reasons why I am paying attention to this crypto market is Donald Trump just got back into office. Everybody already know that. For those of you who do not know, crypto has suffered from regulations during the Biden administration. I'm not blaming Biden. I'm just saying that that's what happened pretty much, right? So when you look at Cardano, for example, right? ADA USD, I'm gonna click on Cardano and let's check out this chart. Now, this is the 1 month chart, you guys. Now, notice how this 1 month candle is really big, all right? This is essentially a market structure shift, right? Let's look at it on a weekly time frame. Now, typically when you see a market structure shift, all right, let's look at how the market was coming down right here, right? Then it had had a little bit of a bounce up, right? And then it stalled out for a little while, right? Because this is the weekly chart that I'm looking at right here. So it stalled out for about 5, 6, maybe 7 weeks, right? And now we're seeing this big green candle close above, right, previous highs and lows. I'm sorry, previous highs, right? Remember, I already talked about swing highs and lows. If you guys don't know what that is, make sure y'all do y'all research so y'all can be able to keep up with these videos, right? So this is huge because this is typically what we see when we get ready to see, you know, the market began to make big moves. All right, so now if you look at this entire chart, all right, remember this is the 1 week chart. Okay, look at where Cardano peaked out at. It peaked out at about $3.09. All right, look at the current price right now, y'all. 51 cents. 51 cents. Okay, so there's a lot of potential for this thing to go back and reach its all-time highs, especially if we start to see the crypto market, you know, get bullish again. All right, so I'm going to be keeping my eye out on this. Like I said, I want to show y'all this 1 hour chart. Look at this beautiful order block right here, right? This beautiful order block. I'm going to put a box on it right here, and then I'll put an arrow on this. That's the order block candle right there, right? So I am going to be watching this like a hawk. We do have a fair value gap in here. Okay, let me put this fib on a swing high to swing low. All right. Now, what I'm going to be looking at is when price gets to this midpoint up here, where my yellow line is at, this is the midpoint of this entire range, right? We talked about ranges in previous videos. If y'all do not know how to identify a range, please go back and watch my previous videos or just simply look it up. I'm pretty sure 1 million people has videos on it, right? So this is the 1 month chart, and we have a bit of resistance in here in the form of a fair value gap, all right? Now, a fair value gap is simply a gap in the market caused by fast movement in price, right? It's a 3 candle pattern. So this big red candle right here is essentially the fair value gap candle. The candle to the left of it is where I put my box at, and the candle to the right of it, right, is where I put my box at. The wicks of those candles, and this little area in here is the fair value gap. Now I'm going to be looking to see how price reacts to this fair value gap. Now, if the market is really bullish, which I don't think it will be just yet, simply because Donald Trump still has to get in office, right? And that's not going to happen until January the 20th. So I do think we can possibly see a pullback into this order block right here that I pointed out to y'all before, right? This order block down there. But if we don't see a pullback, and let's say this candle, or maybe the next weekly candle, or the next monthly candle, I'm sorry, because we are on the monthly chart. Let's say this monthly candle closes above this fair value gap. That will be another indicator that this market is getting ready to rally, you guys. So another thing I'm going to be looking at as well, I'm going to be looking at the wicks, right? I made plenty of videos about wicks. Well, not plenty, okay? I'm not going to say I made plenty of videos, but I made a couple videos about wicks, right? This wick right here, when I measure that out, this yellow line right here is the midpoint of this wick. Okay, so if these monthly candles close above this fair value gap, right? Monthly candle close above this fair value gap, touch this wick and reject, I am going to be looking to start to trade crypto again, right? Even if it's on a short term, there's so much potential in this market. We talking about 50% gains, 20% gains. And this is why I'm starting to make videos on this again, because I don't want you guys to miss out on this market. I'm telling y'all, you want to be prepared. I'm going to be making videos showing y'all how to find brokers, right? I'm sorry, I guess it is called brokers, but pretty much where to find these cryptos, right? Most cryptos, you can find them on COINBASE or just the average exchange. Some cryptos, you do have to use some exchanges that's not really centralized or centralized as much as COINBASE, right? So let's take a look at some of the other cryptos that's on my watch list. In this video, I'm just going to try to focus on some of the main ones that I feel safe trading, because as you guys can see right here, you know, we have one that has been delisted. You know, the crypto space is still fairly new, so you have to be really careful. And this is why I don't really recommend investing in right now, at least right now. You know, now investing isn't the worst thing because Trump is just now getting into office. So if you buy some of these and hold them for maybe a year or 2 years, I do think that's not a bad idea, but that's not how I trade. So I don't tend to recommend things that even I don't do, right? So notice the difference, right? Notice how Cardano had that big green candle, but this crypto right here, which is the energy web token, notice how this candle has not made a market structure shift yet, right? There's no big green candle going above old swing highs, right? So that's one of the first things I need you guys to start looking for when y'all looking at these markets. And by the way, I am on an app called TradingView. This is where I mark up my charts. This is how I see the data, you know, and you can pretty much mark up any chart using the TradingView app. I will leave a link down below. This is not an affiliate link or anything like that. I'm not trying to sell y'all on anything. You know, you do have to pay for TradingView. I believe they do have a free version as well, but it's pretty limited. And me, I trade, so I need the premium version. So let's see if we can find another crypto on my watch list that's similar to Cardano, that's making like a market structure shift. Let's see, right? So we got sheep. Right here. Let's see. Okay, sheep, perfect example, right? Look at how sheep had this big. Now, I don't suggest sheep, especially, right? This is like a meme coin or something like that. I definitely do not suggest sheep for investment purposes. But look at how this big green candle right here created a market structure shift. We had an old swing high right here. We had an old swing high right here. It was broken. Now pay attention to how when the market came back into this fair value gap right here, and it also touched this order block, and now it's going back up. That is essentially the same thing we're going to be looking for when we trade you know, Cardano or pretty much any cryptocurrency that we're looking for. Now, it did not really respect that fair value gap right there the way I would have wanted to see it respect this fair value gap. Typically, when I'm trading a fair value gap, I like to see these candles close within the fair value gap. I don't mind if price comes all the way down here, but the bodies of these candles need to always close above this fair value gap in order to make me comfortable, right? And here's why. We have a order block down here. I thought price touched it from the first look, but it turns out price never got there, right? Which is another reason why I would not trust this one as far as looking for it to just keep going up. And that's because we have another order block up here that price is going up into, right? So we got, you know, and this is me trying to teach y'all how to read price action too. I'm not going to try to squeeze it all into one video. I will make more videos about how to read price action and how to get in some good trades. But we have this order block right here. Price did not close in this fair value gap, right? And then price also did not hit this order block. So if I'm looking at sheep, I'm honestly looking at sheep to go back down, right? And even if it went past this order block, don't ever forget, y'all, I mean, I literally cannot stress this enough. Pay attention to the wicks, right? Measure out this wick on a fib. Measure out this wick using a fib. And then even if it broke past this order block right here, if it don't get past the midpoint of that fib, then I'm not really interested in taking a buy, especially with a coin like Shiba Inu. So one of the things I'm going to be talking about in the future, the more I drop videos for y'all, is how to find good coins. Because even if you're trading on the short term, I want you guys to be trading something that's not going to like get scammed. You know, I don't want y'all to be in a trade and then they end up getting delisted or something crazy end up happening, right? My advice is to stay away from the shit coins, stay away from the meme coins, stay away from all of the celebrity coins, all of that crazy stuff. If you do trade that stuff, trade it short term. Do not hold overnight. Do not hold over the weekend. None of that fancy stuff. Take the money and go. Okay, so my crypto watch list definitely needs to be updated. I haven't really paid attention to cryptocurrencies for a while. Like I said, the market was very stagnant after all of those regulations. But a lot of these cryptos are all meaningful cryptos, meaning that a lot of the cryptos that you see on my watch list right now, most of them have a use case, right? Most of them have an actual purpose, and that's why they're on my watch list, because I wanted to be an investor in cryptocurrencies, but then when they came out with all of these regulations and everything else, it was just too much speculation, and I no longer trusted crypto the way I used to trust crypto, because, you know, once the government get their hands on everything, they tend to mess everything up, right? So let's take a look at about one more. I want to see if I can find another good example for y'all. Let me see. Like I said, I need to update this. And all of these cryptos that's on my watch list, if y'all want to go check them out, read about them, learn about them, feel free to do that. Let's look at Chainlink, right? I love Chainlink. So this right here is perfect, right? Notice that this was an old markup that I had on the chart, but I'm going to leave that green box there because this is a perfect example of what I was just talking about, right? Notice how the bodies, right? Notice how the bodies of these candles in this fair value gap right here close within the fair value gap, right? It even closed way above the fair value gap. So if I'm looking to be a buyer, this is something that I want to see, right? And then I'm also going to take note. Remember, this is the 1 month chart. I never left the 1 month chart on any of these markups, right? And we also have this order block down here, right? We also have this order block down here where I can see the market coming back down in here to take out this little low right here, right? This little low right here. I can see the market reacting off of this order block. Let me put a box on this order block. Sorry about that. I don't know what's going on. All right. Boom, bam. Okay, so this is what I'm going to be looking at, right? So if y'all do not know what order blocks is, leave a comment down below. I can make a video, or you can just YouTube order blocks. Plenty of people have videos on order blocks, but if you want me to teach it to you, I do not mind teaching y'all order blocks and how I use order blocks. So we have a big order block right here. I'm going to be watching to see how price reacts once it gets to this midpoint, which is essentially where this yellow dotted line is at in this box. And then if price decides to come back down, this could be the perfect entry for us to get in down here, right? Where prices, prices at about $7 down here. Imagine riding this all the way back up to this previous high at $22, right? That's a 3x on your money. So even if you put in $100 and turn it to 300, if you're a beginner, that's really good, right? You're not trying to buy a mansion on your first trade. If you're a beginner trader, you're simply just trying to learn how to trade and learn how to be patient, learn how to make the right investments. All right. So I'm going to be bringing these videos back to y'all because, like, I mean, let's look at the upside on this chart, right? If this market reacts off this order block, goes back down, imagine getting in at $7. And even if you want to just get in and wait, because I mean, that's not the worst idea either. I don't like these equal lows right here. Actually, when I look at it, I'm gonna be honest, it makes me look at this order block right here. All of this liquidity can be swept right here as well. But just imagine you getting in at $7 and riding this thing all the way back up to these highs in here, right? $30, you know, $50. It all really depends on how bullish the crypto market becomes, right? That's another thing that we have to keep our minds on, because, you know, if the market is going to reach back up into these all-time highs, it's going to need some really good news catalysts, right? Because every crypto is not like Bitcoin and Ethereum. You know, Bitcoin is leading the way. It's the leader of all cryptos. Ethereum is like Batman and Robin, right? You know, Bitcoin is Batman, Ethereum is Robin. So and all of the other coins are just the fans, you know. They're just the Batman and Robin fans. So regardless, I'm going to be keeping my eye out on this stuff. I'm going to be trying to keep y'all up to date with all of the latest news, all of the latest things that's going on in the crypto market, because I really do want to help as many people as possible prepare for this journey so that we all can make money, and we all can get to this bag for 2025, and we can just clean up during this Trump administration, because I do believe he's going to bring back the markets. I do believe that he's going to get the markets flowing again. So make sure y'all subscribe to this channel, stay tuned, like the video, right? That's going to increase the algorithm. That's going to help more people find my channel so that, you know, I can help more people. And we're trying to build a community here of people that want to learn how to invest, how to trade, so that they can get out of their 9 to 5, you know, maybe just pay their phone bill every month, or put gas or put food in their fridge, right? So make sure y'all click that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Until the next time, see y'all later.